Brazilian Olympic archer Bernardo Oliveira. Two stories here, Bernardo. Korea, the wounded beast. Are they going to recover here? And then the hometown girl, Alejandra Valencia.
Lots of amazing storylines today. Korea come a little bit on the back foot, but it's Korea. You know they're always in contention for gold. About to get started. Let's go.
On target number 1, representing the Republic of Korea, Lim Sihyeon. On target number 2, representing France, Lisa Barbelin. The line judge for this matchup is Carlos Cervantes.
Let's go indeed, Bernardo. What a lineup for the first quarterfinal in the Recurve Women's Tournament. Lim Sihyeon burst onto the scene this season, her debut season, winning her first 2 senior international events. Can she cap a tremendous season with a win in the first finals? She goes up against Lisa Barbelin of France, wears her heart on the sleeve and raises her game for the big ones. She's here in Mexico, having just beaten the national record in France, but it's Lim Sihyeon to get us underway. So both going left for the first 2 hours. Much to see at the beginning here. Conditions.
I think what we can pick from this is both archers seemed to have solid, smooth shots in the beginning, and okay, we already have the first sign of them trying to adapt. Lim Sihyeon now drifting to the right, perhaps overcompensated a bit too much. Let's see Lisa Barbelin. Is still to the left. We saw Lim Sihyeon probably moving her sight a little bit. Maybe that was too much, perhaps even aiming off a little bit. And still to the right, Lisa Barbelin with a good opportunity to perhaps start this match on the lead.
9.
Well, both shooting 3-9 from 27 now. Of course, here on Recurve Sunday in Mexico, the set system. So if you win a set outright in 3 hours, you get 2 set points. Draw, it's 1 apiece, and that is the case here. Target score 6 points for the win and progression through to the semi-finals. Well, we look at Lim Sihyeon here with the ice pack going ahead. It has been supremely hot in Hermosillo. It's the late start.
Yes, and I've always heard that it can get really hot in the summer in Korea, really hot and humid, very similar conditions to what we have here in Hermosillo, and it kind of surprises me a little bit. So when you see a Korean with an ice pack over her head, and theoretically she's kind of used to that, then it means that things are really tough here.
44 degrees at the start of competition, and they're starting later in the day than we're used to. The move from afternoon to evening here on Recurve Sunday. 1 apiece in the Recurve Women's first quarterfinal.
We see same pattern of what we saw yesterday. Earlier in the day, we see the wind blowing quite strong. I believe that later in the men's competition we might see less wind, but the archers are having to cope with it.
7.
Lisa Barbelin drifting way off to 7 in the left. A very nice group by Lim Sihyeon. I think she didn't really understand, looked back to her coach, but all good for her as long as she stays in the yellow.
6.
And now Lisa should just forget about these arrows, use the last and third one. I believe this set is pretty much lost for her. Just use the last arrow to try to find the 10 to start strong in the third one.
9.
Set out of reach here.
8.
Going left and right,
Well, there you have
left,
it.
and she
Set
looks
number
a
2.
little
Clear
confused,
picture
trying
the
to maintain her
consistency on the side
composure.
of target number 1 for
The French
Lim Sihyeon of Korea.
athlete, we've
As she
seen a
gets
couple of years
closer
ago,
and closer to the 10
that was a
ring.
tricky set for her.
Indeed,
It is,
the
and
areas of impact
already,
grouping in this
right from the
particular
start,
set.
we can
We're
draw a
getting
good
closer
example
and
of
closer to
a
having our
key
first 10
difference
of the
in
afternoon
between
as well.
the recurve
conditions
competition
out there
and
very,
compound
very
one, which we saw
peculiar
yesterday,
indeed. You can't
which is
necessarily
we
feel it
had
when you're
yesterday
walking
Miguel
about
Becerra, one of the
the field
home
of play, but when you're
favorites, starting with a
standing on the
6 in his
platform where the
first
shooting
end,
line is,
and that was
you
pretty
get a
much it
sense
for
of how
him.
the element of
And
air,
it all
the
ended
wind,
in heartbreak
can
for
simply
him.
come and
We
brush
saw
your hair, brush your
his
face.
watery
That's all
eyes,
fine
but
and well,
for
but if
Lisa
you're shooting
Barbelin, she
left
can
your
just
bow,
forget about the
obviously
set,
that's gonna impact
and
the
because
outcome.
the scores are set anew every new set. So even though Lim Sihyeon now leads 3-1, but they go into the third set starting from 0. So Lisa Barbelin is still pretty much in this match.
Taking a big deep breath, Lisa Barbelin training will shoot first in the third set. And as Bernardo says, there's a chance to get straight back into this. Important first arrow here in set number 3 for the French archer.
9.
Much better.
Lisa seemed to have been a little bit lucky with the window in the how the wind was behaving, but Lim is so solid, even grouping in the wind.
9.
A bit of a fist pump there from Barbelin. Seemingly back on track for her.
10.
The first one of the match. So a big opportunity here. 7 to draw level and share the set points. Anything more? And a 5-1 lead for Lim. She got the 9 for a 28. And that is a 5-1 lead. Crucially now, Lim Sihyeon, who will shoot second in the fourth set, only needs to match Barbelin to progress through to the semi-finals.
Now the prospects are looking bleak for Barbelin this time. I think she could have taken the... we already saw in the second set that her arrows were tending high, and we saw her pretty solid up high in this set. She could have shot perhaps a couple of 10s, especially that second arrow we see her celebrating now. That one is perhaps the kind of shot that had she been sighted in already, it could have been an X, and then things could have been different now, but now she trails Lisa Barbelin, and the Korean has the advantage of just tying this set, and then she wins. So Lisa Barbelin needs to come stronger than ever because she needs to win the fourth set.
A 5-1 lead for Lim Sihyeon in her debut international senior season. Barbelin to shoot first. Must put down big scores.
9.
Still high, moving more the side. Time is running out for Lisa.
Ten. 9. 9.
If ever Barbelin needed a 10, now is the time.
Nine.
27 set. And 8 is enough to go through. You can just see the nerves in Lim though. guides that one into the 9 for a 28 and a very comfortable 7-1 win for the Korean. She's through to the semi-finals, and in the blink of an eye, she's absolutely blitzed this one.
Yes, and this is how a recurve competition can go. Sometimes things can end much faster than you'd expect them to. But Lisa Barbelin paid the price. Like in 12 arrows, she didn't hit the 10 in any arrow. And when you're shooting against a Korean, I don't think you would last long if you don't shoot 10s.
A beautiful moment on the World Cup circuit in Paris just weeks ago, shooting for gold against
taking the applause.
of America in one of the most
said at the
epic
top,
finals
bit of a wounded
around the
beast.
entire
The Korean recurve women's
later
team.
on this afternoon as she
Lim
storms
Sihyeon started
into the
things off well here at the 2023 Hyundai Archery World Cup Finals
but I can
with
get a sense
victory
of the
and
excitement
progress
here, ladies
through
and
to the
gentlemen, because
semi-finals.